Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link, it'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Authenticity above all, that's where I stand. If you ain't a real fan, you'll fail with the fan. They tried to box me in and I kicked the dough off the frame. Turn the pressure into power, put my stamp on the game. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, coach, that's what they saying. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, coach, that's what they saying.
Players and the staff are pulling up right now for today's scrimmage. Coach David Ballou in the front. Y'all can see everybody pulling up, man. And boys over there, look at Deontay.
Hey, I'm walking out of Walmart. What's your name, bro?
Man, my name Michael McKinney, man. I'm a true Alabama fan. And this man does a good job on his podcast, reviewing Alabama football. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Appreciate that, bro. Roll Tide, man.
Ah, yeah. Oh, happy day when Jesus is washed.
Oh, when he walked
Yes, he did. AAA family, welcome in to the midday check-in. We in the locker room, man. Hopefully y'all can hear the music because that was, man, oh, happy day. When Jesus was, see, I knew Ty was a real young man of God. I knew he was going to listen to the word of the Lord and go on to bigger and better things in the NFL. Somebody say congratulations, Ty Simpson. Declaring for the NFL drafts. Come on, happiness. Come on now. Happiness, celebrate. He taught me how. What he taught you how to do. Tell the truth about the quarterback that you've been watching for the past 4 years. You survived, though. If you still here, you survived. Woo. Y'all, I told y'all, I'm probably like 6 hours late. Right? I'm probably about 6 hours late because I slept good last night. I'm not gonna lie. But I told y'all that man couldn't come back, man. And and the rest of them, they just kept giving us hints, man. They just kept giving us hints. They're not trying to waste any more time, wasting no time, no more time. You know what I'm saying? Coach Smook, what's good? I'm back in the portal. I got one, y'all. My fault. That's what I really been doing, chat. Oh my God. I'm live. Hold on. Yeah, it's crazy. My phone just started blowing up. I'm no. Okay. I gotta check in with some stuff. I just can't lie to chat with y'all. I'm not gonna really. Y'all know what's happening, man. Y'all know what's happening. Let's do a roll call real quick, Mary J. It's only me and Mary J right now, so y'all just bear with us for a second. It was not planned to go live. I was going to be reacting to this at 3 o'clock. I didn't know it was going to happen at 9 in the morning. I was going to be reacting at 3 o'clock, but clearly things change and, things happen. So, oh, man, I'm excited, y'all. It feels good. That's a weight lifted off my chest, man. That's a weight lifted off my chest. I don't care, y'all. I say what y'all want. They say I don't like him because he white. No, I don't like him because we can't operate the offense like we want to. I was glad when Milroe was done this after the second year. I gave Milroe a lot of grace his first year under Nick Saban because that was the first year as a full-time starter. And even those stats were similar to what Ty Simpson did. You expect to drop the peaking and then just kind of with some quarterbacks, unless you have an elite skill. And I don't think Ty Simpson possesses an elite skill. Like he does a lot of good things, but he doesn't possess any elite skill that we needed to see the offense give itself a real chance outside of what the play call was. So it was kind of hard to live through that this season. Granted, he did take care of the ball. Granted, he was a 3,500-yard passer, 29 touchdowns on the season. Not necessarily impressive for you think about 3,500 yards. You expect somebody to have like 35 plus, 37, almost 40 passing touchdowns. 5 interceptions on the season. I'm sorry. 6 fumbles. Completion percentage right there is 65%. Not horrible stats when you're looking at a system quarterback. I mean, that's cool. Yeah, solid. That's what you want to be. Great. But I don't think a game managing system quarterback was going to ever be the answer to letting this offense operate at its full capability. And now we get to turn the table and look at the future of the quarterback room in this new era of Alabama football. We can actually open the phone lines here in about 5 minutes. What are y'all thoughts though, man, in the comments? Let me get some roll call and then we're going to get to y'all comments. Appreciate everybody for being here today. What's up, Davin? Good to see you. Roll Tide, my guy, my brother. Good to see you in the chat, my boy. Look, I said Davin came on that phone line yesterday. He was ready to do his thing. All right, let's run to Mary J. Appreciate you, Davin, for pulling up today. What's up, Dominique? Good to see you. Roll Tide. Roll Tide. Frank Wright, what's good? He said, Ty gone by. Please hope all goes well. I think it will. Ty gonna get to sit back for the next however many years and get his body all the way healthy. And all those injuries that all of a sudden came out from all you fake insiders and your message board resources, He get to fix all that now. He get to go to the NFL and worry about that. The Kinesis, what's up? Roll Tide, man. Good to see you. Dougie Fresh says, Roll Tide, let's go. Rob Baker says, we're turning the page. Let's go, Keon. Yes, sir. I think it's going to be a solid competition in that quarterback one for the spring ball game. Ty was not a bad QB. He wasn't a great one either. Ayo Sully 334, Roll Tide, what's good? He said, what's happening, everybody? Roll Tide, my boy. Let's go. Let's go. That's all the comments we got for today right now. We got 57 in the chat on YouTube already, man. That means y'all really seeing the notifications. Continue to run the likes up. Bama boy, what a wonderful day. Yes, in the beautiful west. Well, I'm on the east side of Montgomery now. It's just a great day for Alabama football. Sean Williams said, boy, come on in. Lit, you already know, man. I was happy, bro. Oh, happy day. Jacob, what's good, man? Good to see you. Roll Tide, my boy. Michael knows stocks. Good luck, Ty. Michael, you've been defending Ty for a long time, haven't you? Where my Ty defenders? I'm ready to talk to y'all today. Cause now y'all can really talk to me. Tell me about y'all real feelings about how my takes on Ty was. Because what was I wrong about coming into the season? What's up, Kyle? Good to see you, man. These folks, what was I wrong about? Well, I told you that, man. We're gonna talk about it. Coach Smook is K.Dot time. What's good there? Who that? Football, what did I say? Football? Football? Double over. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Did you mean to do that? Did you do that on purpose? To confuse me? Football? Did you do that on purpose? I bet. That's what we doing. That's how we showing up today. Ty stands for thank you. Yes, it does. Hallelujah. Thank you. I love it. I'm glad my youngin' going to the next level, man. Go ahead, bro. You've been working your whole life for this. Go be great. Good morning, Coach Smook. Roll Tide. What's up, Antoine? Good to see you, man. We get ready to set this phone line up. I know y'all already talk about this. My guy, Nick Kelly, he wrote up a good article on it. Y'all know how Nick is, man. He's straightforward. Good morning, Coach Smook. Who is that? Go back. You gonna let me read it? Or you not? Or you not gonna let me read it? Okay. D. Martin, what's up, man? Roll Tide, my guy. Appreciate you for tapping in. Okay. Bama Dave, what's good? He said like, share, and he just said like and subscribe, y'all. Make sure they share it too, Dave. Since you at the front door, you want to hold security down for me today? Dave, since you at the front door, can you hold it down? Make sure these folks subscribing and they share. If they ain't got no share, then they might have to go sit in corner or something. They might have to sit in like the baby chairs or something. We made it to a new day. God bless DeBoer Era year 3. It's time. Facts. I think this is the make it or break a year for him. He wants to really see some change, and we already talked a little bit about the roster overhaul. This is just another step in the right direction, in my opinion. Good morning, Coach Smook and Bama Nation. Glad Ty heading to the NFL and not that awful orange RTR. Thank you, Ty, for your contributions. You really thought he was going to go to Tennessee? I don't think nobody was paying Ty. That's the word I got. His best opportunity to continue to play football was to go in this weak quarterback draft class. Right now, you have 2 quarterbacks, and y'all remember John Mateer came in with all this first round hype and all. Nobody's believing in that no more, man. John Mateer, Nussmeier fell off. I mean, everybody that should have had somewhat of a solid season, and then you take Lenore Sellers returning for another season. The quarterback quality, the quality of quarterback that's available coming into this draft isn't very high. So if he wanted to take a chance, it would be now, because I don't see him beating out Keon Russell. I don't see him going to another system and he's not a game changer. He's shown us he's not a game changer. So it's not like he can go and do what Carson Beck is doing at Miami right now. Playing within another system where he has a game-changing attribute. Carson Beck has been making plays for Miami. So I told y'all already, regardless of y'all opinions, we can count on one hand how many times Ty has made game-changing plays for Alabama this season. And that's not good when you're talking about a guy that had 15 different games to do it. What is it? Well, we went 11-4, right? 15 different games, and I can count on one hand how many game-changing plays you made. Piss Knight, what's good? Good to see you, my guy. Roll Tide, good to see you. That's our Nebraska, Alabama Husker fan. Melvin, what's good, Melvin? Good to see you, my boy. Roll Tide. All right, let's get into the conversation, man. I'm gonna open the phone lines up. Ty Simpson has retired. Y'all ready to get into it? Somebody type it in the chat. Say, put me in the game. Coach Smook, put me in the game. Let's get y'all in there, man. I'm ready to talk a little bit. Let's go.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Hey, Chad, we gonna stay in the locker room. I got the cell phone set up in the locker room today. I got the phone line set up in the locker room. So y'all go ahead and call in 334-625-1121. The phone line is open. Ty Simpson, going to the NFL draft. Your reactions, your thoughts on the future of the quarterback room at the University of Alabama. How excited are you? Or how sad are you? All the above. I'm gonna just say I'm happy. I've been waiting for the final piece of this puzzle to come together, and it's been the quarterback. I think the defense has made great strides in both years under DeBoer and this new regime. I think offensively, we've seen two versions of this offense, one that can't pass the ball and then one that can't run, or won't run the ball. We couldn't pass the ball at one point under Jalen Milroe. It was bad. Like, we literally couldn't. Offensive line was trash. Receivers was dropping passes last year. Quarterback was overthrowing everything or not seeing anything, right? So, congratulations to Ty. It's bye-bye Ty. That's what it is. It's bye-bye Ty. I don't want congratulations to Ty. We already congratulated him. Bye-bye Ty. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. They could take the stuff right on the other channels. I've already tried my best to kind of pad the hurt. Y'all gonna watch the show today. Y'all gonna see the live stream today. For real, man. Y'all gonna see it today. When I go do the gaming content, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I'll let you know, Mary J. I'll be able to gauge it. But I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Today I'll be doing some gaming content on the YouTube channel, right? And I might try to do it dual stream it to TikTok. Hopefully it doesn't mess up. It's been acting crazy after a few hours, so we might have to do just that 2-hour session, and then we might go live again on TikTok for the rest of the day for some gaming content. But I'm doing a series on what could have been, right? And I'm taking this 2025 roster, this past season's roster, and I'm playing out every game, and we're going to create conversation around it. We're going to talk about, every game in detail, how it felt, what it went like. I might even open the phone lines while we're gaming, while the game is going on, and just have conversations while we're playing against the CPU and creating this content and just thinking about what could have been had we had certain things in place. And the first thing I think I would have done to really start this season off and to really give my fan base something to really look forward to as far as excitement and the future, I think I would have wrote the true freshman out there just to see what we get.
Call from
Phone line.
Put me in the game, coach.
accept, press that.
Yo, you're in the game with Coach Smook. Who's on the line, man?
This Mike.
What's up, Mike? Good to hear your voice, man. Your audio in the background is kind of loud. You got to turn it down so we don't be getting the echo.
You good now?
Yeah, you good now. I appreciate you, man. Welcome in, bro. Thoughts, man. Ty Simpson declaring for the NFL draft. Talk to us, brother.
Well, I'm happy. I appreciate everything he did, and I think you're right. It's a good quarterback class to go out on because there's not much competition. I've seen him going late in the first round to the Rams, which would be great for him because McVay is an incredible quarterback teacher, and he can sit behind Stafford for a couple of years and maybe maybe he makes it.
Yep.
You know, even if he had like an AJ McCarron type career where he's just a journeyman, pretty good living.
Right. And I, you know what? I'm not hating on Ty by any means. I just like to kill the narrative that everybody thought he was going to do so much better than Jalen Milroe. I hated that people beat up on Milroe so bad. A young man that dealt with 5 different coordinators in his 4 years at Bama. You know, didn't never get the quarterback development, you know, that was made available to other quarterbacks, you know, during their tenures. I just didn't see the fairness in the argument. But to give him that extra year and time to develop in these systems, he's never been thrown in the fire. And when he was, he never showed me anything to really have full confidence in, saying that he was going to be able to lead us. And so many people in this fan base thought it was because it was a race issue. No, I just know when you want to win football games, certain things need to be done by a quarterback. And if this joker is not going to take the deep shots and he's not going to be confident in every decision that he's making, and we're getting by because, oh, I just so happen to make the right decision, that's not going to sustain winning. And then you're not giving us a chance by creating any plays. You're not making plays. We can't win a game if the game is on your shoulders. That's a hard quarterback to live or to get behind in this day and age of college football. No team is confident when they don't have a for sure answer at the quarterback position.
Yeah, I think Keelan's going to be our guy. I can't help but to think he's gonna win it out. And you know, sometimes you just got to be in the right place at the right time. And I think Ty would have done better under a Lane Kiffin or Sarkisian. We saw what Blake Sims did under Kiffin. Who would have thought Kiffin could have taken a running back, dual threat quarterback, and my God, what a season that kid had! Come on now,
Yeah.
That was all-star.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, Smook.
Mm-hmm.
It is January the 7th, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong. The portal closes around January 16th.
It's on the 16th.
Is there a chance that we're going to wait till after the 16th to announce any coaching changes, or do you think it is what it is at this point?
Most of your coaching changes going to continue to happen throughout the offseason, man. Nobody's rushing to make coaching changes in your first 2 weeks. You're going to see changes happen late February, early March, right before spring kickoff. You're going to see changes happening during spring ball. Like that's excuse me, chat. That's the coaching carousel, you know, life cycle path. You're going to see guys. I mean, we were seeing guys getting fired and hired in the middle of the season. So there's really no time limit on when to get. You got play callers already in place. That's the primary thing. Who you're getting to develop your players, you can see a turnover in that space in 2 weeks. You can see an immediate turnover impact, and that sometimes you can wait on it. You can wait for the right guy to pop up, and it could be 3 weeks before fall camp kicks off. And you could bring that assistant offensive line coach or run game coordinator in, or what is another position I feel like we need serious help with? I honestly just think we need some assistance in the offensive line room. I really would love to see Baylor's run zone scheme that I saw Coach Cap develop. I would love to see that tried at Alabama with some of the assets that we have visiting across the offensive line. Instead of going into that space eating pin pull type system, getting out to the perimeter, let's go with some traditional stuff to mix in with the nuances of the pass game. I think Ryan Grubb is a great pass game coordinator. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say play caller, but I think what he draws up and tries to set up through his play calling in the passing game, if you found a solid zone run scheme to run behind, which is what Cap can produce for you, can design for you, can coach his guys up to do at a high efficient rate, he can do that. You got to go and get somebody that can develop the guys for him. But as far as drawing it up, you find a good balance in that, you'll see the difference in what this staff can actually bring to the table, because it was clear what the roster needed. It's clear what we needed on the roster.
Yeah, and, you know, this coaching staff, you know, the clock's ticking. I'm still happy we made the playoffs. Does it hurt we lost the way we did? Of course, I was spitting mad, but, you know, life goes on. But, you know, a lot of the Saban guys have been flushed out. They're going other places. DeBoer and his staff are bringing in their guys. So you got your quarterback, you're getting your running backs, you're getting the O-line, the D-line, and everything that you wanted. So there's no more excuses about, hey, we inherited this, we inherited that. So you got to be a big boy, pull up them pants, and get this thing moving. So, hey, man, I'm excited about Keon. Come on, this kid's got the agility, he's got speed. And the little bit that we saw him, that dude, he barely flicked his wrist, and that ball was on the line 40 yards. So this is going to be interesting. They got everything they need to make it work. So let's see what they can do.
Facts. I got a comment. I want to respond to it. I want you to respond to it first. This is why I laugh at football fans, and I'm glad that there's no part of decision making that's based off of the sounds of the masses when it comes to running the organization. Because if you made decisions based off fan approval, like 100% based off of fan approval, you'll be in a whirlwind of crap. Imagine trying to listen to every goofy fan that says stuff like DeBoer ain't firing nobody, that makes him soft. That's goofy. 2, you turn around, you say, go and get Lane Kiffin. So what? When Lane Kiffin don't get to do what he want to do, he going to drop in the middle of the season that you're getting ready to go to the playoffs and head to your rival school in the same conference and take the dog that you gave him, right? And take the dog that you gave him, like, as a gift for showing up. And mind you, now this is becoming a realistic thing. Like, Lane Kiffin can go to LSU for 2 years, have 2 winning seasons, and then he can go to the NFL and not have to be obligated to do anything. That's the type of fandom that we deal with. Imagine trying to appease fans who think and move so impulsively and have that fair weather mindset. Imagine if staffs tried to appease the other fans like that. Imagine where we would be. Florida State, Mississippi State. Who else? I mean, Cleveland Browns, flying coaches. I mean, how many different starting quarterbacks have Cleveland Browns had since 1995 or some crazy number? Ain't it been like 62 different starting quarterbacks?
I can't count that high.
Like, it's crazy. Just because they have a lack of structure, one, and they don't trust in their own processes. I couldn't imagine trying to appease some of y'all fans that literally know zero anything about watching, developing, evaluating talent, putting it on the field. Like, I don't get it. But yeah, final thoughts, man.
And by the way, I never wanted Lane Kiffin. I'd rather you and I coach the team up together than have him. That guy just isn't right. He's talented, but he ain't right. I'm telling you. We're just so passionate. You talk about the numbers. It doesn't matter if you're black or white or whatever, man. It's just like we've been spoiled. We're used to winning. When you get used to something, it's human nature. You just want more of it. And it can be rough. The growing pains are there. But I'm telling you, I told you before, and you'll remember, year 3 is the key. We are going to see what this coaching staff is made of, whether they're all there or some changes are made in another month or 2. It's time to roll. I'm excited.
Me too, brother.
Hey, let me ask you a question. When are you gonna have like some shows that are gonna cover the players coming in, like the portal players, the recruits, and whatnot during this off season of football?
I can't tell you because I have lurkers, man. But just know, no, for real, man. I'll be wanting to tell y'all everything. You're a member, so you'll hear about it. We got some ways cool stuff coming up. Like, if all right, chat. Since Mike asked, I'm gonna drop a bomb. If you know Coach Smook from Bama Football on YouTube and what I made that channel really famous for, think about what we were doing on that channel when Coach Saban retired, and we started getting certain names in that recruiting class. Y'all remember what Coach Smook was doing? Y'all got the pink comb out now. Don't get me started. Y'all remember what I was doing? It's back on that at a whole nother level, though. All right, at a whole nother level. So it won't just be talking about it. You'll actually be seeing conversations happen in real time. You get what I'm saying, Mike?
Oh yeah, yeah,
All right,
that works.
bet. Okay,
All right, man. Looking
okay.
forward to it,
Look,
bud.
look. I couldn't say it without saying it, because I
Yeah.
know they watching, so it is what it is,
Yeah.
though. But
All
yeah,
right, brother.
man.
Have a good one.
You too, brother. Roll Tide, man. Y'all give it up for Mike, man.
Okay.
Yes, sir, man. Give it up. 334-65-1121. Ty Simpson declared for the NFL. Ooh. Somebody say, play it again. So I want to play it one more time, y'all. I got to play it one more time. I got to play. Y'all, this is my favorite version of it. I ain't gonna cap.
Okay. Take a deep breath. Be fine. Don't worry. You ready? Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy Come here. Come here and stand over here.
That's Whoopi, baby.
In Jesus washed.
When Jesus washed. Phone line open, chat. When Jesus washed.
Jesus washed.
Ty Simpson is going to the NFL draft, baby.
Oh,
happy day. Oh, happy day.
From me.
Here you go. Y'all don't know nothing about that. What y'all mean? What you mean?
Oh, happy day.
334-625-1121.
Jesus washed.
Ty Simpson gonna be great, boy.
Jesus.
Jesus has called you to the NFL. It's Keon Russell time, baby. He washed our sins away. Y'all know what this is? Just figured it out. I gotta stop the music. Hold up. It just got real. I gotta stop the music, chat. I figured it out, man. I figured it out. I know what it is.
This guy got 4 fingers for real.
I know what it is. We ain't had no real competent quarterback play that was national championship worthy outside of COVID, right? And guys, just notice, just before we start talking about Mac Jones in the COVID year, real Bama fans gonna say this. We wanted all conference schedule. We went undefeated, all that good stuff. All conference schedule. But we know the difference in what prepared teams look like in the SEC week 7 through 12 and what figuring it out looks like. And that year was crazy. We're gonna get back to my topic in a second, but 512, let's see who it is.
Call from
Swag.
Uh-oh. Yo, Swag, what's up, man? You in the game with Coach Smook? Talk to me, man.
Good morning, Hans. How you doing?
What's good, brother? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I haven't got to talk to you since that beatdown that we received, but
Oh, Hunt Stu TV's in the chat, man, because Ty Simpson's gone and he wasn't the GOAT. Oh, Lord, don't be mad at me. I'm not fair weather. I'm congratulating the man. What you mean I'm fair weather? I'm congratulating the man. How I'm fair weather? I haven't changed my stance on this young man yet. Swag, have you heard me change my stance on Ty Simpson in my evaluation of how he wasn't an elite quarterback?
I have not.
Oh, okay.
I have not.
Trying to figure out what fair weather is.
I've said it a bunch of times, man. Ty Simpson has never really impressed me that much.
I've never disagreed with anybody that said that.
I think he does a lot of things, good. I don't think he does anything great. But we'll see. Good luck to him in the NFL. I hope he can continue to develop. I wish nothing but the best for him, but it's time to go.
Time to go. Got to pack it up. Got to get on out of there, man. And you know what? I think, like I said, I guarantee y'all, when his draft day, his pro day workout comes out, and it's time for him to go to the combine, Ty probably will run. I expect him to run. Because if he runs anything faster than a 4.6, that's a positive for him. And I know he's faster than a 4.6. So Ty can go out there and do a solid freaking combine workout. I mean solid. I think he's gonna grade high with his combine workout. But his pro day workout back at the facility, he's gonna look so freaking smooth that's gonna help people feel confident in picking him as probably the second or the third quarterback in the draft.
Well, he'll probably really excel in the throwing drills and stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean, footwork, mechanics, and exactly. He's going, like I've been saying for so long, he may look great in practice in moments, but when it comes to them lights being on, I can't trust him. He showed me that USF game they threw him in the fire. When they threw him in the fire, he was cooked, man. And then against Florida State, it wasn't that he was just so shook. It's just he never tried to press them. He never put pressure on the offense. I mean, on the Florida State defense.
He's gun shy.
Come on, man. You got the big strap and you don't even want to pull it.
Yeah. And, maybe he doesn't throw a lot of picks, but he's, in my opinion, he has a turnover problem. He can't hold on to the ball. And that's a big negative to me. Like he fumbled the ball how many times this year?
6.
Like
he led the team in fumbles.
As a quarterback, that's pretty bad.
I mean,
like,
Jalen Milroe,
your quarterback lead the team in fumbles.
Jalen Milroe, he had 6 fumbles last season. No, he had 4 fumbles last season. And he had 4 fumbles the previous season, turnovers, like actual fumbles that he lost, right?
Well, the four fumbles from last season, I think like 3 of them came against Michigan in the bowl game.
Yeah, his first season. No, not because you remember we only lost 1 of those fumbles. To be honest, we recovered like 2 of them in that. Hey, do y'all remember? Hold on,
Michigan. No, we started out with like 3 straight turnovers.
Right, it was a lost fumble. You had to turn over the pick 6, right? That was a pick 6 to start the Michigan game off with. We was on like the 12-yard line or some crazy junk. He threw it right to right over the wide receiver head to the DB. Like he threw it straight to the DB. Ryan and I think Jeremy Bernard like both looked at the ball. Like, where's the ball going? And neither one of them went for it. And they returned it for a pick 6. Like it was crazy. But do y'all not remember the fumble with the ball like squirted straight up in the air? They was like, But yeah, man, go ahead, bro.
Also, too, I see a lot of people just, assuming that Keon's going to be the next quarterback. I mean, don't be surprised if Austin Mack wins that job. I mean, I don't know.
I like Austin Mack.
I don't know which guy's going to win it, but the thing I like about Austin Mack is Austin Mack. He had something that I wish Ty Simpson had. And he every time I've seen him play this year, he was not afraid to take off and use his legs.
Right.
He dropped back. He made a couple reads. If he knew he was hot or if he felt he was hot, he got up out of there. He stepped up in the pocket and got up out of there. That's huge. And this it looks like that's going to be something that you're going to need to have a quarterback in this Kalen DeBoer system. But I wouldn't be surprised if Austin Mack wins the job. He's got more experience. I think he's got a stronger arm. He's got an absolute rocket for an arm. He's got some little accuracy things that he needs to work on, but I wouldn't be surprised if he won the job. I would not just assume that Keon Russell wins the job.
I'll tell you this, brother. Austin Mack got the nod because there in this system, you're going to need that big body quarterback if your pure passer goes down. You're going to need that to slow the game down, adjust. And I think they learned from having Jalen Milroe type assets what they can do to extend and kind of like add on to their offensive philosophy. So that's reason why you give Keon. I mean, that's why you give Austin Mack that opportunities that you've seen him been getting. You want him to be able to understand, I'm a good backup. I can go in here and create the quality backup reps. This is how the offense will move in backup stage. I think we could win in backup stage with Austin Mack. But that being our first option, nah. The passing the passing ability that you get with Keon Russell is unmatched in that room right now. That's what I'm saying. And then you also have the legs. It's not like Keon Russell doesn't extend. He's not looking to run first. Same thing you seen with Austin Mack. Austin Mack could have took out about 3 or 4 more times in that garbage time. But he was trying to allow the pocket to, try to let things process while he was working himself in the pocket. He had better pocket awareness than Ty Simpson.
Yeah, 100%.
And had worse protection at that point in time in the game because Indiana did not slow down dialing up the pressures. And even had the awareness to understand where he made the initial mistakes in calling his pass pros, his slot protection. So, I mean, I like the quality of quarterbacks we have in the room right now. I truly believe that the staff is going to go out and get a veteran presence to compete in that quarterback room. The freshmen coming in, high upside, but I don't think either one of them are the caliber of what Mack and Keon were last year coming into spring ball.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I do think it's a 2-horse race. For one, basically, I right now, this is what I think it is. I think it's Keon Russell's job to win. I think it's Austin Mack's job to accept. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Does that make sense, chat? Like, I think they're setting it up to say, all right, Keon, this is your chance to go out and check all the blocks again. Only thing we need to do is hear you. That's what they told him last year. We can't hear you. Basically, commander of the huddle, we can't hear you. We don't hear the confidence. We don't hear the direction in the play right now. And that's a true freshman they telling that too. They not telling him he can't read the defense. They're not saying he has a turnover problem.
Yeah.
We just can't hear you.
I think I prefer Keon just because he's got like a generational arm talent. I just wouldn't be surprised if they announce. I wouldn't be surprised if they announce Austin Mack starting the first game and then both getting a crack at it and then going from there.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happens.
Yeah, and I think that would be more so just to prove like, hey man, you can benefit from being the second guy because what Keon can do to set them off and prepare them for, you can do the exact opposite, and we don't have to slow down, and vice versa.
Keon, the thing about that kid, he's just unbelievably accurate.
And I think it's more so the release angles and everything, man. It's just the high pointing the ball or being able to release it at the highest point to carry the right velocity. You don't see him trying to throw everything on the rope, especially those far hash throws. When you throw from the opposite hash to the sideline, his timing on releasing those balls, it's not like he's releasing it late. And sometimes, man, I seen some reps where, you see some of the Porter guys are posting their reps, and a lot of these guys are getting thrown some nice balls from K-Dot, man. They're getting thrown some nice balls, especially Jalen Hill and Cole Adams and MJ Chergwin. You go look at some of their routes, man. Look who throwing that ball to them. It's 10 and 12. 10 and 12.
Yeah. Hey, I got an interesting question for you.
Talk to me.
If you could take any Saban era quarterback and replace Ty Simpson with that quarterback this past season, who would you take?
You say what now? If I could take any Saban era quarterback,
replace Ty Simpson this past season with any Saban era quarterback.
Let me see. Mr. Motivation say who I'm kicking out the room. Any Saban era quarterback that I would have brought back to replace Ty Simpson this season?
Yeah.
Jake Coker.
Okay.
Yep. And I'm gonna tell you why. And this is
tough.
This is one. That's one. But number two, this is something that I appreciate about quarterbacks that really understand what wide receiver development and how much wide receivers mean to their success. Jake Coker had a bad habit of putting the ball on you. Everybody talk about how hard Jake Coker threw the ball in practice, and Coach Saban complained about it. But You go and looking at Ole Miss game, the way he played, ripping that ball like that, the wide receivers were working so hard, they knew the ball was coming. They didn't every snap, even on the you talking about your QB wide receiver scramble drills, like they were scrambling to work with him because they knew the ball was coming out somewhere, and they knew when he had to run the ball that we weren't hesitant about turning around and blocking. It wasn't going to be no crazy pull up. Everybody can't beat Bryce. I think Bryce messed a lot of quarterbacks up with how he played at Alabama.
So I kind of thought of that question, and then like my initial like thought was Bryce Young. But you know who kept coming into my head? You know who kept like popping up into my brain for this question? Blake Sims.
With that deep ball and the way he would run out of the play action pass. Oh my God.
I think he would have been killer this year, dude.
You know what? Blake Sims was nothing but a more poised Jalen Milroe.
I was about to say the same thing. A better passing Jalen Milroe.
I ain't gonna say better passing because they both struggle with the intermediate, man.
That's true.
And Blake Sims, let's be honest, Blake Sims wasn't breaking out no defenses that year he had to start. It was half field reads for my boy for the most part. And even in his coaching now, he talks about that being kind of like the staple in his moment in his career where he really started getting in the film room. He'll talk about it like, so I get it from his performance standpoint, but he did that the way he would see things when he was on the move, when the pocket was being moved for him to throw from. Yeah, he was different. And you definitely could have seen. But my thing is this. I'm looking at the type of play calling that Ryan Grubb had. You know, I feel safer, like I said, with a Jake Coker or even because you got to have a quarterback. He may not be the fastest, but he got to be able to navigate pockets. And that's what Jake Coker really did. His physicality, of course, helped him get away from some of them 6-man, them free rushers. But for the most part, he just had a different level of pocket awareness. And his timing built throughout the season too. So that's why I said Coker would have been perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I think both guys. I think Coker. I love Jake Coker.
Yeah.
I always
Blake Sims would have been different though. Imagine if Star Jackson would have had an opportunity at something like this with this type of receivers. Like he was crazy athlete too. He ain't have it all in his head then.
Yeah. Well, he also had the he had to play with Nick Saban's favorite.
Yeah.
AJ.
Yeah, AJ, and I think he was JP was gone before Star got there.
I'm gonna have to get off the phone. I just had somebody come in. So
all right, brother. Well, Roll Tide, look at him. He at work getting in trouble. Roll Tide, man. Don't be getting in trouble because of me. Look. I'll give it up for my boy Swag, man. Look, phone line open, man. We got another 20, 30 minutes on the phone. It's just a reaction call in, man. This ain't no set show. What we got in the comments, Mary J? Flip side, what OC would you have put with this team this year? I would have loved Brian Daboll with Kalen DeBoer. Big homie said something about Brian Daboll the other day. I think Brian Daboll had enough balance and enough nuance in his play calling style. That would have been enough balance for what the personnel we had, especially with the offensive line. He hit a lot of offensive line issues. Brian Daboll, I would have even went with I'm not gonna lie, chat. I'm the type of mindset right now. I probably wouldn't be good at recruiting or housing running backs in my system because I will only get like 2 for sure backs. I will only want like 2 for sure backs every year. And my 3rd, 4th, and 5th back will understand that they're depth pieces. I wouldn't lie to them. We're looking for 2 main guys. There's opportunities, of course, there's injuries. If you want to bank on that, there's always development here, but we're looking for 2 guys. And I'm not running the ball. I'm running the ball 30 times a game. My tempo is going to be so consistent regardless of which phase of it is working. I'm going to run the ball 30 times. 30 times, 25 to 30 times. And I know you can't just go into the game saying I'm going to run it 30 times, but that will be the base of my philosophy. And because of you're averaging 60-something 70-something plays a game offensively. You're going to throw the ball anywhere from 35 to 40 times. Like, I'm going to attract all of the wide receiver talent I want because of that play calling. I got to have a quarterback that can really operate and throw in that system. And I think that's what Brian Daboll did good. I think who came after I wouldn't, not with your boy, what's his name? The former quarterback came down here. He can't never come back. No, I'm not taking Bob. Do not do that. I see some, I could feel some of y'all trying to type that crap right now. I see y'all trying to type that crap right now. Hey, y'all, appreciate y'all for tapping the screen, man. Let me see how many we got in the chat real quick. Hold on. I ain't even got my dashboard up, Mary J. We didn't set it up. Give me a second, chat, and then we're going to take a quick break. Hey, we have 4,126 subscribers on the channel, man. Can y'all help us to get to 4,150 before the end of the day? We want to try to attack a new goal the rest of the month of January. We want to try to add 10 to 25 subscribers. I say 25. I ain't cutting myself short. I want to add 25 subscribers every day. And the only way I'm going to do that is with y'all help, man. So can y'all like, share, and subscribe? We have 55 likes on the stream, 91 in the chat. Continue to run the likes up, man. Y'all having fun. If y'all having fun, keep typing, keep calling in. 334-625-1121. The comment says, all the QBs they recruiting are gunslingers with their run game. We could be deadly. Facts, Jaquan. I appreciate you for that comment, man. Coach 30, what's good? He says, it's Mac? Nah, see, man, y'all just don't understand, man. Y'all don't understand. Keon, we got the best quarterback. And then when I keep telling y'all that he really is the best quarterback, y'all going off of what they did in this season to kind of just finish out the season with Austin Mack. Austin Mack's never been trash. They would have never brought him along from Washington if they felt like they couldn't develop him. But the fact that they got this quarterback in Keon Russell, they already been developing Austin Mack. Keon Russell is developed. He's not missing strides where he's developing that. You open this competition next season, they're both on a level playing field. Now it's going to handle itself. And I'm telling y'all, Russell was, man, if the only evaluation take that you can get from their evaluations this offseason or coming into the season was your older guys have a little bit better command of the huddle. That's not saying that it's not a for sure thing that Mac is going to be the guy. That's the only point I'm making, chat. It only makes sense to see I don't know. It only makes sense to watch things play out so many times. And then after a while, I just say, it is what it is. Eddie Wesley, what's good? Roll Tide, man. What we got? You were... Oh, I gotta chill with that. What was the other STEM QB that transferred? He had a promising future. Blake. It wasn't Blake Sims. Philip Sims. Was it Phil Sims? Yeah, Philip Sims. Dino said. Yep. Philip Sims. That boy Eddie Wesley said, "Thank you, Jesus." What you thanking Jesus for, boy? You better thank him. You better thank him. Thank him, Jesus. All right, what up, DeMar? Hey, phone line still open, 334-625-1121. Y'all coming in, speaking to me. Get on the phone line. Talk about this Ty Simpson going to the draft. Topic of conversation on the phone line. Are you happy for Ty Simpson going to the NFL draft? What does this mean for Alabama's quarterback room future? I'm casting my vote. As a matter of fact, who's next year's starter? That's the poll. We're going to run it in the chat right now. Who's next year's starter? Who is Alabama QB1 2020 South? 26, 27. Let's say 26, 27. Keon. I'm gonna put Austin Mack first because y'all don't want to listen to Coach Smook. Y'all just go through the same thing every year. Keep pulling up trying to tell me what somebody else said with a fake insider scoop. It's all good though. I'm camera shy too, so y'all won't ever. I'm just stop. Who is Alabama QB1 26-27? Keon or Austin? Somebody said Bryce would have been the perfect quarterback in this new era. Don't forget to give this content a thumbs up. You know who I'm rocking with since he committed to Bama. D. Martin, it ain't no question who the quarterback QB1 go be, man. I just like to keep it interesting. Let me see. Where the star comments, man? My boy Davin said, we finally get to see this staff and offense with the QB they recruited. No excuses next year. And that's the main point. I'm ready to see. We tried to do it with Saban's players and all of that stuff. Thank you. Y'all did great. New standard in the house. Austin Mack isn't it. I've coached. The only reason I'm mentioning this because very few people on these boards have no idea what they are talking about. Austin All-Star Archives, I don't disagree with you. I don't think he ain't it, but he ain't going to be the QB1.
Call from. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Yo, Rashawn, you in the game with Coach Smook. Talk to me, man.
What's up, man?
Not much, brother. Good to hear your voice, man.
Man, this is going to be a tough room this year. Trying to figure it out. Because I think we could take advantage of both of them guys, but I feel like right now, I like Keon, but I like the upside of Austin Mack a lot so far.
You said you like the upside of Austin Mack?
Yeah.
Okay. Explain.
Because I think that's all I know. We just seen I know we've seen a little glimpse of him, but it's something about him. He can think about this. Last time we had Jacob was 6'5", right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just imagine a more athletic Jake Coker who is 6'6", who actually got an arm on him and then know how to hit the short and medium passes and hit the deep ball. That's very scary. And then you got to 6'6" run out of the pocket like that. It's hard to tackle him. And you see a couple of times when Indiana was hesitating to tackle him too. And one thing I would say is Keon. I think Keon kind of reminds me of so much Bryce. So it's like you can pick which one you want. But I think just off bringing in Hollywood, whatever quarterback have, I think Hollywood gonna go off with one of them. Hollywood kind of remind me of Grub. What his name is for Detroit, running back.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Can't think of something. Man, don't he remind me of with him?
Jahmyr Gibbs.
One of the quarterbacks. Yeah. You give him with one of them quarterbacks. Oh man, the Alabama offense gonna go off this shit. I'm telling you, they just need an offensive line. They be fine. They're gonna be up in the Final Four next year with one of them. But go ahead.
Yeah, man. I think I'm gonna say this. I like Austin Mack. If y'all pay attention to how they game played out, in those type of moments, the impact that he had early on was because he's assertive, right? He's going to go with what he sees. He's not going to hesitate. He's going to dial it up, whatever. It looks good. You catching the defense by surprise. They picking up on tendencies. The moment they started pressuring again, we saw the flaws. And this is what I'm saying. You're going to get that from both of those quarterbacks at this point. What you're not going to get from Austin Mack is in those same pressures, it's certain passes that Keon makes consistently with his release angles, with his release points. You know, he maneuvers the pocket like a veteran. You give a guy like Austin Mack a chance to really build on what he's struggling with, so you know that if our next project for QB1 doesn't work out, we can fall back on this and kind of just get along like we've had to for the past 2 or 3 years, or for the past 2 seasons now with Ty Simpson and Jalen Milroe. Brother, when you look at the gameplay, And I don't care when you play the guys. It's just certain balls, certain looks that when Keon throws the ball, you don't expect a true freshman to be able to see those type of passes or opportunities in the pass game. The back shoulder throw to MJ Chergwin early in the season was the first sighting of this guy really understands what he's been told to see. He's not forcing anything. He's allowing what plays out in front of him to determine where his decisions are. And receivers respond to Keon Russell a lot better than they do Austin Mack, a lot better than they do Ty Simpson in the passing game, because they know that when they're going out to receive the ball, that the ball can technically come to them at any point in time. They know they're not limited and possibly, who might not get the ball every snap. He gives you options, man. I am going to keep saying this until y'all stop trying to let everything else around what I'm saying, or let what other people say keep fooling y'all and having this wishful thinking. When you throw a guy like Austin Mack in the game, you're protecting your future asset in Keon Russell. If that game was 17-0 in the third quarter, and they wanted to give us an opportunity to win, I guarantee you Keon Russell would have been thrown out there. If they felt like that this team could have been made a real push to get back in this game and win, if it wasn't a 5 possession game by the time it was time to make a switch, well, it should have been made a switch, but if that was somehow we were down by 17 at the start of that third quarter, I guarantee you Keon Russell would have been in that game, and we would have been looking at a glimpse of what the future of Alabama was going to look like. Austin Mack is going to be their security blanket. He's going to be the guy that if it doesn't work with the young guy, we can't go to the true freshman. We can't go to neither one of the true freshmen. Our portal chances of pulling in a quality back with these two guys, a quality quarterback with these two guys on our roster, and the two guys coming in our class, getting a quality guy that's not going to want to come in and understand that they can compete for the job, but our future is in this, it's going to be hard. So, yeah, we got to secure that security blanket in Austin Mack. Continue to let him develop with the live reps, because this is what he got to get used to. He's going to have to get used coming into playing in the fire.
That's why I said I'm kind of like neutral with both of them, because I'm not sure which one I'm going to go with yet. But if I had to slightly have an edge, that's why I brought in, said Russell Common and Bryce Young. Because Bryce Young was still on people's necks when Matt Jones was there. If Bryce had a chance to, that springtime, I think we never know. He might want that job. But on the problem, like you said before, if Keon commanded the offense a little bit better in the springtime throughout the fall, he might end up wanting that job in fall time.
Coach 30 said, get him off the phone. What he said, man? Oh, yeah.
What I say?
Well, when you was talking about you think Austin Mack gonna be, I'm just reading the comments on TikTok.
No. See, people, see, I hate when people react to stuff before you keep talking.
Yeah,
that's what people want you to do. They never listen. They just jump. They be type real fast. No, bro, listen before you talk.
Coach 30, he said, listen for your talk, Coach 30. That's all he's saying.
Like that's what I said. But I'm not saying Russell won't be the quarterback. I ain't saying I'm gonna be the quarterback. I'm just giving a 1 opinion. That's crazy. You can't even do that. Nah,
I'm just being, I'm petty. I'm instigating. I like a little action. Ain't nothing going on today, man. Y'all being too nice. All this complaining y'all been doing about Ty Simpson, and this man finally go to the draft. I'm disappointed in the fan base, because when Milroe declared he was going to the draft, I came on his mug and danced. I came on this live stream and danced. I was trying to find the clip. Y'all remember, man? I came on this mug and danced. I said, time to turn the page. I was ready to talk about giving the reins to Keon, man. I was ready to see Ty Simpson and Austin Mack and Keon fight for it. I felt like Keon was going to come in this thing and push after Milroe came and said he was going to the draft. I danced, y'all. I danced like David danced. I almost danced out my clothes.
what Keon have advantage of, because it was one play I liked the most, probably the best play of this season to me, is when we played Louisiana Monroe, I think, and he threw the ball like, okay, I thought he was about to get a sack. Next minute he threw the ball. It kind of made my Bryce for a second. He threw the ball to AK Deer. I was like, oh man. I said that's the same thing what Bryce Young did against Kentucky a couple years ago. They had some real similar games, but I think if I had an edge over, it's like it's in between, right? But I'm just gonna let it play out. That's how I look at it.
For sure. Well, Rashawn, appreciate you for calling in, man. So who you going with? Who your answer though? Who you voted for? Who you think gonna be QB1? Keon or Austin back?
It's when my bias come in. I got to go with Keon.
That boy say he going with Keon. All right, man. Roll time, my boy.
All right.
I give it up for Rashawn, man. Hey, Coach 30. Y'all funny, man. Oh. All right, Chad, I'll be back right after this message. I got to go use the bathroom real quick. Join the AAA family.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
At Walk-On's Sports Bistro, the games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk-On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk-On's is your go-to for good times, craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk-On's Sports Bistro. Game on.
Better go subscribe. YouTube, roll with the tide. I'm down in the gun with Coach Smook. Through the game, roll tide, roll tide. Better go subscribe. TikTok.
chat. All right, chat. Let's do it. Got us another call on the line. We got Rod Baker in the game with Coach Smook. Rod, talk to me, man. You in the game, brother?
Hey, what's good? What's good?
That much, man. That much. Look. That boy he called in on the commercial break. He had to sit through the whole commercial. Lord have mercy. Them boys had that commercial break. Nah, man. What's up, man? Talk to me. What's your thoughts on this Ty Simpson declaring for the NFL draft?
So I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I've been saying this for the last 2-3 years. I want that same energy that everybody gave Milroe. I want them to give it to Ty right now. Y'all flamed my boy up so bad. And of course, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't the best quarterback. But I got tired of seeing all of the slander to my boy Milroe. And all I've seen right now, Ty been hurt. I'm glad what he's done for the team. He's such a warrior and all this. Man, listen, man. This is gonna be real. I'm gonna be real today.
Say it.
Ty regressed big time down the stretch. And he showed why Saban didn't play him.
Mm-hmm.
When the bullets started flying, man, the boy took his head in the shell, and he rather not make a mistake than go out there slinging. That was my issue with Ty, and I always been with Ty. Great kid, great talent, man, but he wasn't the guy that he can put the team on his back and win a game for us. Yeah, he made some good throws, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like some of them games we had, if you would just made a throw, step up, we would win some of them games.
Easily.
So I don't want to hear anything else about Ty this, Ty that. I want that same smoke that they gave Milroe. Man, it was so bad, man. I thought Milroe don't shot and kill somebody, man. You know what I'm saying?
You would have thought,
but
listen, bro. You would have thought Milroe had lost us a national championship the way that people talked about him, you know. And then in the Michigan game, on his way out, like, what was he supposed to do in that weather, man? What was he supposed to do?
Nothing.
I mean, the whole team was in a culture shock at that point, man. Even the losses against, I think people forget about Milroe's first year under Coach Saban when we were literally a good snap away from being in the national championship game, possibly playing against Kalen DeBoer and Washington.
Facts.
Like that's
what
where
they don't want to give him credit for that, though.
They don't want to give. They just want to talk about how
he had no credit for that.
They just want to highlight how bad he played when he had to bring in a whole new coaching staff. He had to watch a whole new coaching staff come in, learn a whole new offensive scheme, and still have his team one game away from making it to the college football playoff for the second year as a starter.
And I'll bring another point up real quick. We don't give Nick Sheridan enough credit for what he did with Milroe in that offense. We don't give Nick Sheridan that much credit. And to be honest with you, I'd rather have Nick Sheridan as a play caller this year than Grant. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there. People don't want to talk about that. Losing Sheridan, man, is big. It's a huge loss for us. He's a great recruiter. He's a good evaluator. How you think Keelan came? That was Nick Sheridan's fine. You feel what I'm saying? So I think Sheridan did wonders with Milroe with what he could do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course that was his first year play calling. But I didn't even put none of that on Sheridan, man. I respect Sheridan, you know what I'm saying, for what he did with Milroe. So like I said earlier, man, I want all this same smoke that everybody gave Milroe to put it towards Ty. Ty was not the best option for us. It was a reason why he didn't win the job of Milroe for 2 years. And there's a reason why they had a battle in fall practice. If you knew Ty was a guy, man, you would have went out there, hey, man, we're going to roll with Ty. Man, And the only reason Ty got this job is because he took command of the offense. It wasn't because of his talent. He took command of the
Come on, man. It's you know what they said? You know what they said when they told us that? And everybody was like, oh, we told you it was going to be Ty. You know what they said to me when they said that to me? When they said that they might have said the same thing to the public, right? They said his command of the holder. You know what they said to me? We got this fourth-year guy.
What they said, bro?
He said, we got this. Ryan Grubb said, I got a fourth-year guy. I got a 3-year guy that's a year ahead, came in a year ahead. So basically a second-year guy. And I have a first-year guy. And I can't tell you that my fourth-year guy that I'm supposed to have my confidence in as far as being a leader. I can't tell you that he can actually lead this team better or make the plays better than these other two guys. But I can tell you this, that Joker knows how to get those guys to listen to him. Well, one, he's older than half of them. Two, he's been in the system. like he's supposed to. He's supposed to. Like he's been listening to this for 4 years now. He's supposed to be able to echo what he's hearing coaches. Like, that's something that you learn naturally. The longer you stay on a job. If I worked at Walmart distribution center, right? My first day there, it might be something with this trolley machine that I don't know about. Maybe it might be a route I could take after picking up my load and taking it and stacking it where I need. Maybe it's a different route I could take or a different workflow route I can utilize to be more efficient and be just as good as everybody. But if I continue, if I'm there my first week, I'm probably going to struggle. By week 3, week 4, if I'm still struggling, I might not last at that Walmart distribution center any longer. You know what I'm saying? You naturally learn things. You looking around, you like, man, this dude got on these kind of boots. I ain't about to wear these Walmart brands no more. First paycheck, I'm going to get them good boots, boy. And then the reflective vest, I ain't about to get this old cheap trash when they done issue me. They got them fire looking ones. I'm about to get, man, what you mean? You learn this stuff. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
I've been going back and forth for the last 2 years with Bama fans about this, and I respectfully tell them, I said, man, tie in the answer. Man, tie that, remember that. I said, I'm telling y'all, when he get in and win this, if he win it, y'all gonna see. So I was quiet for like the first 4 weeks. Yeah, that's when everybody got on the train. You know what I'm saying? But then you started to see, you know what I'm saying, the better defenses got pressure, he started to show itself. I said, okay, here it is right here. That's the Ty Simpson right there that I know right there. Man, and then boom, South Carolina came, and that's when it all just broke down. And they can blame the O-line, they can blame that, and they got nothing to do with the O-line. A lot of them games, Ty should have ran the ball. Look, me and you both, man, we played ball before. You got a QB, man, you playing wide receiver, whatever, and you see your quarterback not stepping up in the pocket, man. Like, you don't want to run no routes. You don't want to do that. You're not going to want to block for nobody like that if you know he just going to take the ball and eat it. And then when he do try to run, he fumble. Like, come on, bro. Like, make a decision, bro. Be decisive. You too old for that, man. Come on. So, like I said, I want that same smoke that they gave Milroe. Go ahead and give it a tie. I wish the young man the best. I thank you for what you've done, my boy. But right now, it's Keelan ball game, man. And that's all I got to say.
Facts, man. A lot of people in here reacting to all these guys coming in out the portal. Guys, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I don't get excited about none of this stuff.
Not at all, bro.
Listen, y'all can get hype. Oh, we're going to get this hype, dude. This dude. Nah, that ain't how it work, bro. That is not how it work. That's not how it's going to work. You talk about a good get. Nope. I guarantee you don't even know what the plan is going forward for this staff. My best advice to Alabama fans right now: stop following people saying that they have inside scoop on what's happening in the portal. I have spoken. I'm gonna say this. I've spoken personally to people on this staff, right, because of some information that was given to me, and I had to send it to them. It was some pertinent information. It was literally like personal information about certain things and way things are being handled. And I talked to this staff member, and they blatantly said it. Like, bro, nobody knows what's happening in the portal. We don't even know. We just names in the portal. We see a prospect, and this ain't what they said verbatim, but it's basically you're shopping right now, and you're not having time to do an extensive. Exactly. That's why they expanded the scholarship, the scholarship limit, and everything. Now you get time and space to kind of, all right, this a gamble. We evaluating 3 or 4 guys for real, but we need to get 15. So these next few pickups is going to be guys that fit based off of just a profile, not necessarily what they're actually going to do in this system. I need y'all to be more realistic and stop getting excited about everything, or you're going to keep getting disappointed when guys end up leaving the next year.
One more point, Smook.
Go ahead, brother.
One more point. So when everybody was seeing, the James Smiths, the Rusars, the Cole Adams, and all that going into the portal, you know exactly what I said?
What's that?
I said it's about time that we are finally turning the page on the Saban players that don't fit this system.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because you're asking for the money and you're not doing enough to earn that money. And to be honest with you, I'm gonna be real. This may be an unpopular opinion, but I know Quay is a good talent, but I'd rather have Pierre than have Quay. Pierre is more fit for this system, and he generate more pressure. He ain't got to be no third down specialist. Pierre can play every down of the ball. And to be honest, I think Quay need to play an off-ball linebacker instead of an edge rusher. But that's just my opinion. But all them guys that's left, let them leave. You know what I'm saying? Wish them the best. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Now, losing Cole, that hurt a little bit. That storm, and losing Keon. But I get it. Keelan, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we're gonna get the guys in that fit our system. That linebacker we just got, tailor-made for this system from Virginia Tech. See, I look at stuff like that. You feel me? And then you got these linemen, the smaller, quicker ones for this system.
Yeah.
We're going to be straight. People just got to be patient.
For sure, bro. I'm glad you said something, Rod. You said some real stuff throughout this phone conversation. I can't say I agree with everything, but everything makes sense, and it's logic. Nah, bro, I'm for real. Like, yep. I have my opinions may sometimes come from a different angle, and that doesn't mean I don't agree. I guess I could word that. It ain't that I disagree. I just come from a different angle, and it may not be the way that I'm thinking on it, but it makes sense. That's why I try to tell people, right. You could being a fair weather fan. It ain't no certain way to be a fan, right? But if I can't understand why you quitting or why are you quitting? There's still time on the clock. The season is not over. Yeah. We have another game. Some fans really have been quitting on us every week, but every time we won, they standing up acting like they a solid fan. That's fair weather fandom. It's the same thing with supporting Ty Simpson. My thing is this. Y'all were really loud when he was doing great. And then when he started doing bad, you got quiet. Oh, and then the moment somebody saw him beat up at a doggone an event for his brother, oh, he's been hurt the whole season. Shut the
That's my whole point.
Man. That's what I'm saying. Y'all are so point, crazy, bro. But I'll catch you on the next one, bro. Roll Tide. Appreciate you for bringing me up, bro. Y'all give it up for that boy Rob, man. That boy got me crunk up because he said he's speaking the truth. It's the truth, man. Y'all sat there and y'all saw Milroe literally watch his old line, watch Caden Proctor, watch Caden Proctor. Like Milroe would drop back and watch the guy whoop Caden Proctor. And people would get mad at him because he didn't step up in what pockets? Why he not throwing it away? For what? He can't. It's going to be intentional grounding. That man in his third step and somebody's already in his lap. Ty Simpson could never experience that. Could never. He didn't have to and still wasn't able to be more efficient. Can somebody get me, and I haven't seen my other mods, can somebody get me a graphic with Jalen Milroe's stats? His first year starting under Kalen DeBoer and then Ty Simpson. I'm going to just do a comparison, and I'm going to make y'all remember the level or the circumstances they was operating under. Don't just look at numbers. Y'all love to just look at numbers. Look at the circumstances they were operating under. I love to highlight the fact that Jalen Milroe only averaged 2.47 seconds or 2.57 seconds to get the ball off. I love the fact that he was able to do what he did with that. His first year starting under Kalen DeBoer compared to Ty Simpson, man. You telling me you can't do nothing with a whole nother second? More a whole nother second longer than average than what the rest of the country is getting? Man. And Ethan Gill over there on TikTok, you the main person we talking about, my brother. Ethan Gill is over on TikTok, said, what's y'all problem with Ty? He balled out this year, middle of the year Heisman favorite. That don't mean shit. Do you understand that? That don't mean shit at all. Zero, nada. I don't care what these fake ESPN expert analysts be talking about. They just watching highlights anyways. They not breaking down no game film. Brooks Austin was my favorite content creator when it came to college football analytics, film breakdown, and all things. If y'all ain't watching the Film Guy Network, you're tripping. Them guys do actual work. Coach Doe and them, they got more of a comedic approach to what they doing, but even they been talking about Ty Simpson and the problems we got with this young man. I remember they got mad at me, Coach Doe. They thought that was me, but it was Coach Doe breaking down Milroe film and saying how good he had got in the intermediate pass game and the deep ball, but that man can't see the short. He can't see the check down for nothing. He talked about his lack of trust in his feet, in the pocket, all of these things. Broke down Ty Simpson. Told he was a shaky deer in the headlight, pissing down his leg, all that stuff. He said it the first week against Florida State. How do you not see a lot of them wide open passes and you supposed to be the higher IQ player? You ain't have pressure in your face. You missed Lacia Brooke on a touchdown week 1. You missed Josh Cuevas. You missed Ryan Williams on one. Like you could have had three, maybe 4 touchdown passes in that game in the first half. That defense wasn't doing nothing great. Now, our defense didn't show up and play with any effort. But offensively, man, we had plenty of opportunities this year. You get a different quarterback, we ain't complaining. Ain't nobody talking about fired Grubb or DeBoer or anybody. 334, let's see who it is.
Call from
Mr. QC Green.
Yo, QC, what's up, man? You in the game with Coach Smook. Y'all give it up for me, buddy.
What's going on, Coach?
Man, not much, man. Look, I'm trying to I tell you what, Rod crunked me up about this Ty Simpson thing, man, because I've been wanting to say it, but I don't care to keep preaching the narrative. I just like the facts. I like to reiterate facts and stacks. So I said, when he said it, man, it just reignited a fire in me. But go ahead, man. Ty Simpson going to the draft. Talk to me.
Well, I think that's a good move with this QB draft class being kind of weak.
Hold on, you got a lot. Hold on, QC, you got a lot going on. It's muffled.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can you hear me? I'm walking in the wind right now. I'm up here in Northwest Arkansas. So when you were talking about Walmart, I'm on my lunch break. So
okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you good. You good.
Hey, so honestly, this is probably the best move. This QB draft class is pretty weak. And more than likely, he'll probably be like the 3rd or 4th QB off the board. I think that for him, he'll work better if he can sit behind a veteran, kind of like what Matt Jones is doing right now, sitting behind Purdy and kind of learning. He'll probably benefit a few years sitting behind someone before he becomes a starter. That's if he becomes a starter. I think it's the best move for him financially too. I just didn't think it'll benefit him to do what Bo Nix did, because he's a different style player. Bo Nix, of course, transferred from Auburn and went to a system that actually complemented his actual qualities that he has, his attributes as a QB. So that's just my opinion on the Ty Simpson situation.
Yeah. Yeah, man, and I'm not bringing this live to dog Ty Simpson. I actually started off celebrating for him. I think this was the best option for him. It's not, and it is. I'm past the Ty Simpson era and phase of Alabama football. Like I'm past it. I'm past
drop another bomb on you.
Look, I'm past having to settle. You got a lot of wind, bro. You got a lot of wind.
I'm sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm past having to settle for the quarterback. But go ahead.
If you look at this past year, the best players that played on the team actually was brought by Kellen DeBoer. When you look at Jeremy Bernard, when you look at Parker Bresford, with the guys that actually made like those quality reps when needed, actually was brought in by Kellen DeBoer.
Josh Cuevas, Caleb Edwards, your running back room where you actually test recruits, A.K. Deere, Kevin Riley, they were some of your impactful early. Don't know why you went away from that. Even getting Lacia Brooks, building that relationship with him in this. It was all the freshmen that you recruited and all the guys that you brought along with you.
Yep. So when these people want to sit out here and talk bad about KD, I tell them shut the hell up, because they don't know football.
Facts.
And they're not really being observant with what he's actually doing. When KD stood up there and said, man, I know the difference between what a good football team look like and what a championship caliber team look like, I was like, y'all ain't paying attention to what the man just said. He basically told y'all, I'm going away from what Nick Saban has recruited because it don't fit what I'm trying to do.
Exactly.
And implement.
Exactly. And I'm glad. Yeah. I'm glad. You know what? I don't like the players that had to get caught in the crossfire. You had some transfer portal players that had to get some portal players that came in this season, right? That had to get caught in the crossfire of this change of guard, or this phase of I guess you can say this change of phase or development or coming to the new era of Alabama. You had some transfer guys that had to suffer. But at the end of the day, this man knows Alabama hot seat is not like every other hot seat. This could be a career-breaking hot seat, or a career killing hot seat. And regardless of if we think it's fair or not, year 3 is the year they start judging you. Go look at what they did to Kirby in year 3. They gave him 2 years, and Kirby came in with a set roster at Georgia. And I mean, he already had the booster backing. Everything was set up for Kirby. He had the hometown hero backing, all of that stuff. His alumni status, the Saban blessing. It happened perfect for Kirby. Kalen DeBoer didn't get all that, man. He's fighting against soon as the shop opened up for him. Soon as he couldn't even pull his own rolling chair into his office yet before kids started getting poached off his roster.
Yep. And I mark my word, just like I told you, I'll put money on it. We'll be in the championship game next year. Watch.
And watch how these fans. Watch how these fans. Oh, in Kalen DeBoer we trust. The new era, the new dynasty is just birthed. Oh, shut y'all fair weather asses up, man.
There you go. I agree. So I just think, fans need to just sit back. Like HaHa said, all these guys that jumping in the portal are jumping in the portal for a reason. They weren't recruited to play the positions they were playing this past year. And I'll put money on it. We had a really good defense last year. It'll be even better this year. And my biggest thing with the defense, as long as you got Bray Hubbard back there and the rest, some of those other players that actually play DB, that's really what's going to benefit us. I think what he's doing right now is recruiting guys with speed on defense, because that really, when you think about it, hurt us down the stretch. This campus, the loss we had against Indiana, I'm not putting that on the defense because they were out there too long.
Way too long.
And we couldn't get anything produced on offense. So that's my final thought. I appreciate you, man, and roll Ty, roll.
Roll Ty, my boy. QC on the chat, man. Y'all give it up for him in the chat. Roll Ty, man. Y'all enjoy it. Listen, I enjoy it every time we get multiple callers to call in the way we do, man. We have good time. And just because they jump in doesn't mean they get any takers. Oh, y'all still talking about portal stuff. Okay. Facts, Coach, sitting the Fairweather fans packing, either you with us or against us. Dwayne, you know me, I ain't never had no shame in calling these fake fans out. And it's funny because they the ones on influence with all the influence. They the ones on Twitter with all the influence. You got some channels that's been around longer than mine. They could look and be like, man, this man been on YouTube I just started doing content covering Bama. I guarantee if I had started 5-6 years ago, if I would have started in 2017, a lot of these cats would have been blown out the water already. Wouldn't have been. I looked at them as if they were the top, and I'm like, I get here, and I'm looking at what they do to create their content and what what's given to me for free information. Just because I chose to build a relationship, and they get out and they get mad because I got their access, and now everything I say gotta be. No, I'm not hating. I'm just tired of y'all spewing stupidity, lack of ain't no real loyalty. Anytime you get on this mug and start, without stating some facts, shut the hell up, man. I'm over it. Appreciate y'all for tapping in today, though. We're gonna go ahead and get up out of here in this phone call segment. Let me see. He said, bro, you do your homework and you get the facts. I appreciate it, Dwayne. Appreciate it. How do we know that the line coach can do what the line coach can do if he hadn't had his type of players? I think it's two things going to this Bama, Dave. And I saw the comment about the O-line coach suck, and what about, okay, here's the question I said, what about the offensive line? Are you buying the zone blocking thing? I do believe there was a conflict of there was a clash of philosophies in run game design and execution, chat. It is so obvious. We will go to some traditional run schemes and our offensive line looked like they were supposed to look. But then when we would get into all that extravagant stuff and trying to get out perimeters, eye candy in the mesh point, like, we don't have the offensive line with skill sets to do that. Michael Carroll looked great on pin and pulls. It was crazy how good him and Gino looked out in space blocking. Anytime you got a tackle, a tight end tackle pull, strong to weak side pull, You're supposed to be able to get something off of that. I don't care if you load the box with 8. You're supposed to be able to get 3 or 4 off of that. Somebody's not being coached to read the right way. Somebody's not being coached to step the right way. We're getting a lot of initial pop at the line of scrimmage at the point of contact. We're not giving up ground. We're just not finishing. We're not driving anybody back. So I do think once you get your personnel in there and you see what type of offensive tackles they already got. They got the young man from what's his name? What that boy Strayhorn from Michigan. Quality athletic tackle build. Did he do anything special on film? I mean, I think he got the little highlight. Was he the kid that watched The Blind Side? Was that him? Yeah. And was a hot talent. I mean, he's still young too. So I see we just got Woodson from Virginia. That was a good pickup, linebacker. I think Smothers is probably the biggest name that we excited about right now. Here we go. Yeah, I tell people all the time, man. If you write me on Instagram or Twitter, ask me about what's coming in the portal, you're not gonna get no conversation from me, especially if I don't even know if you're a supporter. Like if I don't know you for real, and you write me on other platforms, I don't see you sharing. I go to your page, I don't see you sharing none of my content on your stuff. I'm not about to give you nothing. We work too hard, man. I got a community full of people that want my information and want the information they need so they can stay on top of things. All right, y'all, I'm just trying to check my last few messages before I get up out of here. Any more questions, thoughts, comments? Phone line is closed now. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, for real. What else we got? DL from USC committed to us. Whoop-de-doo. Sam Pittman, O-line coach, and Brian Daboll as co-OC running game coordinator. I don't know how you gonna fix that up, Eddie Wesley. I don't know how you gonna fix that up. Pitt might not be the best fit for what this scheme wants. Now, from an overall offensive lineman development standpoint, you definitely want Pitt, but they might clash. Y'all want these big names that names can clash, egos clash. That's what's happening on the roster right now. I mean, on the staff right now. Need the Cam scoop. The who? The who scoop? Talking about Cam Coleman? You talking about Cam Coleman, the one I told y'all wasn't coming to Bama? Out of Auburn? We missed on that one, man. We ain't getting that. I told y'all Sunday. I told y'all, I believe it was Saturday or Sunday night. I was still sick when I said something about that. We missed on that one, man. Coach Smook trenches being revamped. You gotta love it, 100%. And what you need, we gotta. They feel like it's more important to stay invested in Ryan than it is to be moving on. And I don't think you move on from Ryan either. I think that next year he fixes. Got a lot of young guys in that wide receiver room. I think we should go and try to get 2 or 3 more offensive weapons though, to add to what we already have on staff. Be better than wasting money on this. Bro, Eddie, you tripping. This staff is not trash, bro. You got 2 bad apples on one side of the ball that's really making this thing look bad. And it ain't Grubb and, well, I say Grubb for the most part with his play calling. But it ain't Cap. I'm gonna show y'all something one day, and I'm gonna get it together because y'all really got hate for Cap as if, I think more so y'all hate is more so towards the simple fact that there was personnel mismanagement, which I fully explained was out of his control. I truly believe a lot of the personnel management, the rotation on the offensive line was way out of his control. Right, there was an agenda to keep some future guys in the rotation, which they deserve. They earned their spots. Michael Carroll, Dijon Lee, right? London Simmons, all guys that took advantage of opportunities because of injuries in front of them, and they maximized. Jaden Roberts got hurt. It opened up opportunity for Geno Vandermark to get moved to guard. he wasn't holding it down. They started trying Wilk and Formby there while Jaden Roberts was quote unquote hurt. Michael Carroll's next up at right tackle. That starts working out for him. Then Jaden comes back. You see a game with Jaden and Michael, and you're like, okay, maybe Wilkins the odd man out. Y'all different though. Different type of fandom out here in these streets these days, man. Do we need a good tight end since Quave is going to the draft? What do you mean by good tight end? I'm confused. Like, good tight end. What are you saying about the tight ends that's left? Caleb Edwards, Marshall Pritchett, Max Sutter, the true freshman coming on. I don't know, man. What you mean? Deron Jenkins, I already told you it wasn't, man. Don't be trying to come here act like you ain't heard nothing you ain't heard before. I told you what it was. I got confirmation. I told y'all. Told y'all what the deal was. You think any RBs hits the portal? What you mean, bro? We literally. You ain't. Oh, since Hollywood coming in? I mean, no. You only had, what? 3 left on roster. They gonna keep 4. Got the 2 freshmen coming in. My views on Coach Burns was the best running back coach we had at Bama. And I think Coach G was a solid replacement, but Burns was different. Where's Burns at right now? Is he at Texas? Where's Burns at right now? Coach B was down. He was solid. One of the best running back coaches to come through Bama, man. But he was more so just a mentality and physicality type of guy. That's what he preached. I would like to see where he at right now. I haven't really followed since he left Bama. Where he at right now? You could tell what coaches are doing like that. Coach Burns, you could tell what they're doing by just following kind of some of their product. Losing him hurt us. How? And we went on a run to get 6-7 years straight. One of the top 3 running backs in each recruiting class. Do y'all just be saying stuff to be saying stuff? How they losing him hurt us and we went on to get like... I'm really trying to understand it. Eddie Wesley said, please do not tell me that some of you are okay with a soft finesse O-line. What's soft finesse O-line? You got to have physicality to pass pro too, right? You know that? You got to have physicality to pass pro. And you only could run block as many times as they call run block plays. Eddie, what are you talking about? Call the phone line, Eddie. I want to light you up. Get on the phone line. 334-625-1121. I'm opening the phone lines back up. Call the phone lines, Eddie. You need an adjustment. You need an adjustment. You need a fandom adjustment right now. I'm sick of it. Call it right now. Membership and all. Wristband and all. Call. I want a debate. Let's go. I want smoke. Fans need to be careful because coaches might not see what the fans say, but the players do. And every dogging these guys is a bad look. Everyone dogging these guys is a bad look. Hey, it's always room for criticism, but you're absolutely right. I don't get you'll take Pittman over. You're not going to get Pittman. Call the phone line so I can go ahead and explain to you how goofy you sound. You know what? It's okay. Have your wishful thinking. Keep talking about, what you think will work here. Last time we went and did all these big name hires to come in, did it work out? Did it win a national championship? Y'all wanted Kevin Steele to come back so bad because he was the last thing Coach Saban had as a defensive coordinator that was worth something. Got rid of Pete Golden. Look where Pete Golden coaching at right now and what his team is doing now. And he ain't doing nothing that Saban showed him. None of his philosophy is what Saban showed him. It's what he always felt was better for the continuance of college football. And now he's got one of the best defenses in the country. But y'all said he wasn't good under Saban. Shut the hell up. Y'all didn't know football. Maybe he was trying to change because he saw things changing with the game of college football, and Saban was too stubborn to do so. And that's why our defenses, our secondaries were some of the worst as far as explosive plays given up the last 3 years under Coach Saban. Maybe that's why our defensive line was giving up some of the worst production it has seen in 16, 17 years under Saban. So y'all continue to think on these old minds and think that because they name held something back in the day is going to fit to help us win. That's not how it works, man. A lot of coaches' names that y'all hearing about now, y'all wasn't saying nothing about them 6, 7 years ago when they was already starting the foundational work of what they becoming now. And so now y'all behind, y'all think we need to go and overhaul on all these names. That's why when y'all be calling for Sark and Lane Kiffin and go get out the NFL, former Bama player D'Amico, go get D'Amico, and we need to get rid of Freddie Roach and go back and get Davis and all this other BS. Y'all don't know when it comes to making up a staff or doing anything. And so until y'all see it played out and everything, your best bet is just to kind of we'll see. Because a lot of stuff y'all be saying gonna get y'all in trouble, and it's gonna put you on that Fairweather fan board, and I ain't gonna let you live. Y'all know how I feel about Fairweather fans. Ain't no mercy against Fairweather fans. You gotta have some strong skin to be a Fairweather fan and still come and hang around me. Yeah. Carson Beck is game changing, but Ty isn't. I wouldn't say that. He's made some plays. He's made more plays for Miami than to help them than to hurt them. I tell you that. Josh, they horrible. Sure is going to do, man. All right, he put him on the list, chat. Put him on the list. Put him on the list. Put him on the list. Put him on the list, chat. Put him on the list. If you're a real AAA member, you know what should be followed up in the chat right now. We're just going to keep on going until I see a few of them. Y'all know what should be followed up right now in the chat. Eddie. Your meltdown is being displayed publicly across the world right now with 1,200 people watching between all platforms. 1,180 on Twitter, 65 on YouTube. What's that? Twitch? How many of y'all got on Twitch? We had 3 on Twitch, and now it's 1. They coming over to YouTube to holler at you. Wesley, go ahead. Fairweather. Am I feeling better? Don't I look like it, Deborah? Good to see you. Where you been at? Where you been hiding at? Is you feeling better? Yeah, that boy Fairweather, y'all. He said, let me know how your DeBoer process works out. Well, I'll tell you firsthand how it works out. The last season, Saban was our head coach. We went, 10-2, right? 10-3. 10-3. We went 10-3 that season, right? Since Coach Saban has left and Kalen DeBoer has been there, he has yet to bring in a team with his players, right? He's worked with other staff members, right? The first year. He won 9 games that year, went 9-4 that year. Turn around this year, we get into the playoffs. Actually, we go to a conference championship game, right? And we lose that one. In his second year, we go to the postseason. We get on the road in the postseason and we win against another ranked opponent in the playoffs on the road. He's done that. That put him at 11 wins this season. So I think if you just want to put records next to each other, he's already eclipsed the expectation by winning more games, right? 2 winning seasons in a row. Whether you like the results or not, it's 2 winning seasons. And both seasons had the team in position to compete in the college football playoff. So, Eddie, yeah, you let me know how your Fairweather fandom work out, youngin. It's all good. Yeah. Nah, you pathetic. That's why you scared to call in on the phone line, because you know how goofy you sound. But it'll be all right, brother. It'll be all right. That's why I love having these moments and these type of live streams, because it ain't no show. It's a conversation. So now you really just setting yourself up to be exposed. I appreciate it. Heard Jacarius Peak visiting tomorrow. Hey, Bama boy, you like being on them Bama online sites and stuff and coming in here trying to announce it like I care. I told y'all, portal does not excite me. Whoever come into the roster, when portal window closes, I'll react. I'll do my film evaluation, break down the skill sets, how they should fit into the system. But to follow and try to act like anybody knows who's going to be coming to Bama anytime soon, nobody knows until the staff says, hey, check this out. We got this dude coming. Check this out. It's just not fun for me, because a visit don't mean crap. It really don't mean crap. Right. I just don't get it. Oh, my God. He better. He should. The way he chirping. In other words, it could be worse. Y'all got to chill out. 100%, man. I'm done talking to the Fairweather fans of the chat. Anybody else want to talk? Anybody else want to talk about some football? I'm done talking to the Fairweather fans. Y'all got enough of my energy this week. So you might want to, if you want to be heard, you might need to go to KB chat or the Bama Standard. You know, they like that type of talk over there. How's it poor coaching when we made the playoffs with a team that has remnants of Saban's philosophy? He can't make it make sense. I don't get what people expected. Okay, let me see something. When Michigan lost Jim or the Harbor, whichever one it was Jim or John, whichever one. Did they turn around after winning the national championship? Did they go back and win a national championship? No, Ohio State came in and won. Is Ohio State going back to the national championship this year? Huh? And they got a long tenure coach in Ryan Day. Kurt Signetti, year 2. Did the first year under Signetti, did Indiana go and make a playoff push? I just don't understand it. Steve Sarkisian, Lane Kiffin has Lane Kiffin won a national championship since Coach Saban left or something? I'm just asking. Has any of these coaches that y'all begging to replace the guy that's literally in the same position as them, has they done? What are they doing? It ain't no conflict. We just call it like we see it, dog. You being fair weather. You're complaining about 2 winning seasons. You could be an Auburn fan and be having losing seasons. Mississippi State. Right? You could be a Florida fan right now. You're complaining about winning seasons, dog. Talking about you don't trust the process. No, you don't agree. You're complaining about winning seasons. It ain't the Bama standard. What the freak is the Bama standard? What's the Bama standard? What's the Bama standard? Please tell me. Please tell me. What is the Bama standard, Eddie? Since Kalen DeBoer is not the coach, you don't trust his process. 2 winning seasons ain't good enough. And I ain't talking about like 8 and 4 win seasons. 7 and 6. I'm not talking about 1 game over 500. I'm talking about actual winning seasons. Both seasons you're in contention for your conference championship and the playoffs. Your first 2 years in the hardest conference in the country. Answer the question. Answer the question. Make it make sense. He said I'm delirious, but you're delirious. I guarantee you, if an Auburn fan if they ended the season this year at 10-2, they would not be complaining, talking about this season was a failure. They would not. I guarantee you this: Hugh Freeze wouldn't have been fired. If Hugh Freeze went 9-4 last year, or 9-3 last year in the regular season, and then went 10-2 this season, he wouldn't be fired. Make it make sense. Facts, Brady. And it's sad. You got a bunch of fans that claim to know football and be diehard fans, and they got this phobia that things cannot be good without Saban. Like, what? That's not being spoiled. That's just being straight goofy at this point. Appreciate the 106 likes on the stream, man. Appreciate the 106 likes on the stream today. Y'all really be pulling up in the midday vibes, man. I got to get ready to get off here so we get set up for the fun of the day. I'm tired of yelling at fair weather fans. I'll be able to do it while we playing the game too. If y'all want to continue to have conversation and enjoy some gaming content while we do it, we'll be live here at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time to what it could have been. And I'm going to be making some decisions. And a lot of y'all going to be mad because if Ty Simpson played trash for me, I'm going to show y'all what he do. If he missing passes and opportunities early, especially in my second year as the play caller, I'm making some moves. I want to see some immediate results. We want to see who can turn it over quick and build on it. Not keep on riding and freaking holding on to the ball and taking sacks and all that stuff. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. What's a fair weather fan? Crips and Lift. A fair weather fan is somebody that is always quitting or doubting the team, projecting negativity before anything plays out. Anyone that is quiet during the hard times and their only gloat or vocalization of their support for the team is complaining about the things that's going wrong. That's a fair weather fan. That's part of it. The second half of that is when we're winning, you're acting like you just so down hard and solid that you just knew that we were going to win. Now you as a fan that was doubting your team, you're out on social media, you're out in public, in your private, wherever, barking at other fan bases as if you had sole confidence in your team. No, that's fair weather, bruh. You can't stand with me. You wasn't holding it down solid when we was getting beat up. Your butt tucked and rolled, tucked your tail, ran and hid in the house. You was watching from the window. And when all the people was beating up on us and we fought our way back to stand up on our feet, we may not look pretty when we came up out of that thing, but we won that fight. Now you want to come back outside. Yeah, you better run. Nah, fair weather fan. Fair weather fan. And that's what a lot of fans are. That's what Kangaroo Black is. That's what he preaches. And that's why I like picking at him. I love that. I love that. That's what your boy Matthew Waitley was at the beginning of the season. Got real quiet after the Ty Simpson stuff. Rich News. And the fake exotic bully breeding guy, yeah, him. Shut him up with that Ty Simpson QB1 stuff. When Alabama started struggling, and for what? I ain't got no reason to lie. We ain't gonna win with Ty like this. But I never quit on Ty. Not once this season I said, man, we ain't gonna listen. He ain't no game changer. If this young man could figure it out, this is how he figured out. That's not the same thing as fair weather. I never said he couldn't. Never said he couldn't. But now that the script is written and the book is closed, I ain't got nothing else to speculate about. We've seen what happened. Same thing we did with Jalen Milroe. Gave him a fighting chance the whole season. The whole season. Now that it's over, we're going to judge you based off what you did. That's how you get paid, right? Based off the work that you done. Not that you're going to do. Ain't that how you get your paycheck? Not the work that you're going to do, the work that you've done. I'm just saying, chat. I'm just saying, is that not how you get paid? Based off the work that you've done, not the work that you're going to do. Oh, that's some deep stuff. I could preach on that, chat. But anyways, chat, appreciate y'all for pulling up today here on the Coach Smook Network. Hey, in the locker room. About to have some fun. For the rest of the day, come tap in on the gaming content. We're probably gonna crank it up, right at 1:30. And then we're gonna open it up for community gaming night on TikTok. Probably gonna crank that up about 5:30. Have a good night of gaming. Beat up on some of y'all in the game. Or some of y'all might bring your belt, whoop me up. It don't matter. I'm just ready to have some fun, man. Turn up with your boy, man. Here on the Coach Smook Network. And y'all, don't forget, man, when you see me in the streets, holler at me and say, let's go. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Shout out to all our sponsors, Walk-Ons, Yon Urban Streetwear and Apparel, Helping Hands LLC, Minister Executive Security, and Got One Recruiting, Scouting and Recruiting Nation, man, network. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and tapping in with us. And I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Roll Tide, roll. Y'all be blessed.
my bones, crimson in my veins, talking Bama in the microphone. Look me up on YouTube. True cut, straight from the stone. Ain't no selling fairy tales, I'm exposing what they want. Alabama football, yeah, I live it, yeah, I breathe it. From the streets to the bleachers, every angle, yeah, I see it, film, study, so militant. I ain't guessing a thing. Break it down, every snap is like a coach of the team. Authenticity above all, that's where I stand. If you ain't a real fan, you'll fail with the fan. They tried to box me in, and I keep the dough off the frame. Turn the pressure into power, put my stamp on the game. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, Coach Smook, that's what they saying. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, coach, that's what they saying.
Players and the staff are pulling up right now for today's scrimmage. Coach David Ballou in the front. Y'all can see everybody pulling up, man. Them boys over there, look at Deontay.
Hey, I'm walking out of Walmart. Hey, what's your name, bro?
Man, my name Michael McKinney, man. I'm a true Alabama fan, and this man does a good job on his podcast.
What's up, bro?
Reviewing Alabama football. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Appreciate that.